Welcome to the Bite Size Fitness Show, where we talk all things fitness, nutrition, and habits, and break them down into smaller, more digestible, bite-sized pieces of content for you to enjoy. My name is Sean Bikirk, and I am your host, and in today's episode, I'm going to be explaining why cardio sucks for weight loss, specifically fat loss. And disclaimer, if your main strategy for weight loss is exercise alone, then it's probably not going to work out either way. There needs to be other interventions, but this is especially true for cardio. Okay, there's this, what I call cardio paradox, which is the better you get at cardio, the fewer calories you end up burning. There is an inverse relationship over time between input and output. So let's break that down. When you first start, let's say you want to lose some weight and you're not sure where to start, so you suggest maybe I should try some running, and you become a runner. The first few times you run, you get that 5K in, you're going to burn a ton of calories. And this is going to be a great kickstart to your weight loss journey, and you're probably going to feel really encouraged about that. Now, this is happening for two reasons. The first reason is if your main goal is weight loss, you probably have some weight to lose. And we know a heavier body burns more calories than a lighter body. So someone, all things equal, someone 150 pounds versus someone who's 200 pounds. The person who's 200 pounds is going to burn more calories. And then as that person loses weight, they actually end up burning fewer calories over time. The second reason, and this one is more important, is inefficiency. Our bodies are masterful at conserving energy and becoming super efficient at what we do most often. So calories and energy, it is a precious resource that we're trying to keep all the time, right? And cardio is trying to do the exact opposite. When we're working out, we're trying to burn calories, but our body's trying to conserve. So if you're inefficient, if you're doing it for the first time, that first 5K run you do, your body is not prepared for it. There is no efficiency there. You're burning a ton of calories, and you're probably done that 5K and you're exhausted. You feel like you just got beat up. So the bad news is that it's really tough. The good news is that you burned a ton of calories. Now, what ends up happening is the more you do that, the more efficient you get. You're going to notice it's not as bad anymore. You're not feeling as tired, but your body has also become more efficient. So it's understood that this is what you do from time to time. This is how I'm going to conserve more energy. So we're going to get better at the running, but I'm going to hold on to those calories. So you actually burn fewer calories. Also, if you're doing this for long enough, you're probably losing weight as well. So as you get better with running, you're burning fewer calories because of the efficiency, but you're also burning fewer calories because you're at a lower body weight. Not only that, but the skill matters as well, depending on the exercise. So the higher degree of difficulty, generally speaking, the more calories you're going to burn because of, once again, that inefficiency. So for example, using a rudimentary exercise like a stationary bike where you're just cycling in the same motion over and over again, and even to a certain extent, jogging, light jogging, is going to be a lower skill level activity than something like swimming. So someone who doesn't know how to swim, if you were to throw them in the deep end and tell them to swim, they're going to burn a ton of calories, way more than the person who knows how to swim, who's a lifeguard, competitive swimmer, all of that stuff. Okay, so if you put an average person, even if you're not necessarily super athletic, you can eventually become very efficient at cycling a stationary bike. You can eventually become very efficient at jogging, swimming too, but it's going to take a much longer time. So you're going to get those benefits of burn calories for longer just because it takes more time to develop that type of efficiency to get better at it. Okay, so the skill matters as well. But either way, the point is, as you become efficient, as you become better with that cardio, you burn fewer and fewer calories. Let's compare that to something that is more of a real life example. We tend to associate things as, you get what you put in. So let's say you're trying to start a business. You want to become an entrepreneur. When you first start out, you don't have the experience. You don't really have the skills. You're putting in a ton of effort and you're not really getting much back, if anything, right? Been there, done that. And this is the case for most things in life. For cardio, it's kind of the opposite. That beginning where you're putting in a ton of effort, that's when you're going to get the disproportionate rewards in terms of burning calories. Now, if you're starting a business, eventually you're going to acquire those skills. You're going to put in the effort, you're going to start to get some more reward, you're going to get the experience, and then you create what we call leverage. So you end up getting more rewards for less effort, which is something that we kind of anticipate things should be as a meritocracy, right? So you get better at things. Putting in less effort gives you more back. So with business and with a lot of things in life, As you get better, as you develop skills, not only do your internal goals increase, so you feel better about developing these skills, you feel like you have more self-confidence, and you're just kind of proud of the person that you've become, you also increase your external rewards as well. So if you're starting a business, most people don't start a business for the sake of starting a business. Now, some people do, but most people start it because they want to earn more money, they want more freedom, more financial freedom. And as you get better at developing those skills, you get more of it, right? So you get the internal rewards, feeling great, acquiring those skills, but you also get the external rewards, the financial freedom. With cardio, you do get the internal rewards. You're going to feel better. You're going to be a much better runner. Your health is going to improve. All of these things that are much more difficult to measure, you're going to get. And let's not say that they're nothing, because they're not. They're super important. But if your main goal is weight loss, you're not going to get those external rewards. In fact, the harder you work, the lower the law of diminishing returns, right? The rate of which you're going to get what you're seeking goes down. You lose leverage. Now, if you're a long distance runner, getting better at running is the external reward, right? Getting more efficient is the reward. But for most people who are looking to lose weight, it's more of an internal thing. And the external reward is the dropping more calories and dropping more weight. That's the goal. Okay, so what to do if you have been doing cardio and you really like doing cardio, but you also want to lose weight. So number one, obviously you got to focus on your nutrition. But if you want to get to the point where you're burning as many calories as you were in the beginning, it's going to be an uphill climb. It's going to feel like kind of pushing a boulder up a hill. But you're going to have to get faster. You're going to have to go for longer distances. You're going to have to do it more often. If you're like riding a bike or a Peloton, it might be a good idea to vary the resistance, the intensities, try different modalities. So not just running or not just cycling, but incorporating a bunch of different things as well. And then of course, the one thing I always recommend is always include strength training into your routine, because once you get super efficient at running or biking or whatever it is, and your nutrition's on point and you're losing weight and you're feeling great, what ends up happening is once you get to that point where you're super lean already, you end up losing muscle, which is the last thing you want. Okay, so if you love cardio, keep doing it. I think cardio is one of the best things you can do for your health, and you should be doing it, but just be aware of the restrictions that you have when it comes to efficiency, burning calories, losing fat, all that fun stuff. Okay, so I hope this video helped. See you in the next one.